Yo, what's going on guys? My name is Chevalric and today I'm bringing you a Completionist guide on the Raptor head challenge or the special challenge for the Raptor, whatever you want to call them. Pretty much you need to collect 3 different heads by completing special challenges from the Raptor, kind of like how you have special challenge from Lanikia and other Slayer Masters, and you need to mount them in the new guardhouse in the fort of 4 and 3. It gives some buffs which are not that great for just general gameplay. They're okay, they're nice to have, but if you are not going for Completionist, this is not like a high priority. However, I would say that the guardhouse is a high priority because it actually gives some useful boosts. For example, at tier 3, that will actually give you a boost where there's a 5% chance to one-hit creatures with things like Tsunami or Omnipower or Deadshot or whatever style you're using, pretty much. But yeah, if you're going to enjoy this video, definitely leave a like. Let me know in the comment section down below what tips and tricks you want to see regarding Completionist, Trim Completionist, and subscribe if you're new. I make videos twice a week on Tuesdays and Saturdays, so if you enjoy the content, consider subscribing. And without further ado, let's get into it. So, first of all, what is the requirement? Well, you need to get skulls via the special tasks that the Raptor gives you. You can do any undead when he gives you the task, because he pretty much tells you to defend the fort from the dead that are attacking it. You do, however, to unlock the Slayer Master, need to complete the new quest Unwelcome Guest, and as I said earlier, it is highly recommended to upgrade your guardhouse to tier 3 before you even start Slayer, because the boost that it gives you are very, very useful, and especially, as I said, the last one where you have a chance of just one-hitting things that you hit with an ultimate ability. And think about it this way: if you use magic, Greater Chain Omnipower, it can proc on every single thing that has been tagged with Omnipower. So if you're really lucky, you can take out 5 creatures in literally one hit, and that's really nice if they are stronger creatures. But when it comes to the special task, as I said, he tells you to slay any of the creatures that are currently attacking the fort. What I would recommend is you do the skeletons, which are just on the pathway towards the crypt. If you've done the quest, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You can set up a cannon there and it's really, really quick, and they're quite grouped together compared to the zombies that are lower level but are more spread out. So what does it do? What is the whole reason besides Completionist requirement that you need to do them? First of all, it gives you per tier, so tier 1, 2, and 3, 5% extra Slayer points, so 5, 10, 15%, which is nothing special. Tier 2, however, allows you to toggle either short or long quests, or normal ones, which is either plus 25% length or minus 25% length. This doesn't stack with the relic from Slayer, so the Slayer Introspection relic, I think it's called, from Archaeology. Doesn't stack, so if you're using the relic, it is still the better option, because I think that gives you even less. I don't know the percentages of that one, but that gives you less pretty much. So relic over this, but if you don't want to use the relic or you have not unlocked it yet, it's definitely worth getting, I guess, especially as I said, if you are not, I think it's 118 archaeology or whatever it is. And tier 3 will allow you to collect the bone fragments directly to your inventory, which is something new with this Slayer Master, which pretty much gives you XP when you hand it in. It's nothing special, but if you want XP, it's quite nice, to be honest. But there's actually some conditions regarding this requirement, because it's not just like Lanikia, for example, where you could just do Slayer task and just skip and get it. No, you are not allowed to skip if you want to get these tasks. The lore of the Raptor is pretty much, oh yeah, you're weak if you skip, and I will reset your chance of getting a special task. The base chance of getting a special task is 1 in 100. However, with every task, it adds a +1 to the 1 in 100 chance. So pretty much, if you do 2 tasks, you have 2 in 100. 3 tasks, 3 in 100, 5 tasks, 5 in 100, 10 tasks, 10 in 100 chance. Every single time you get 8 tasks from the Raptor. So pretty much that is how you can be getting higher chances. So pretty much don't skip, do every task, and you'll be able to quickly get it out of the way. We'll get into good, bad, and preferred task and block task in a little bit, but I quickly want to go over some gear setup. This is not going to be a full-on Slayer guide. I hope that when you're watching this, especially if you're a comp player, because that's mainly what I aimed this video to, you know how to do Slayer. If you don't, there are many setups, but just some useful overall general gear things. Bring your best AoE, area of effect, gear, whether it's magic, melee, range, whatever you use and whatever you're best with. I use magic with Greater Chain, what's it called? The ability that makes your Greater Chain better. I can't think of it right now. And just combine it with Omnipower and stuff. It's really good. Bring a cannon, as chroming, that's what it's called. Bring a cannon because it makes things quicker and it can AoE things. When you cannot use a cannon, use an aggression potion, because it actually makes things quicker as well. Well, more AFK really, because everything just starts attacking you, right? Animate that, obviously, if you use magic. Bring the Slayer Cape to teleport to the Slayer Master, but also if you have the 120 Slayer Cape, you have a 1 in 4 chance or 1 in 5 chance to actually pick your Slayer task, which is very useful because you can quick the shortest one. I usually either pick Skeletons or Demons because they are the shortest one. And when you do Demons, go to the Abyssal Demons in the Wilderness, which is at the second tier of the teleportation system that is in the Wilderness. And it literally takes like 2 minutes or something to do that task. It's ridiculously quick. Bring a Dungeoneering Cape because it's useful for certain teleports. Other teleports might be useful as well. I brought my Globetrotter hands because it gives you a Lighthouse teleport to Dagonoths, a portable fairy ring because you need to go to Calphite. Stuff like that. Just bring whatever you need to bring. Same with like Spring Cleaner and everything else you bring for Slayer. Slayer VIP tickets are very useful as well because you can pick between Slayer task, Slayer relic, as I said earlier, so you can either pick the shortest or the longest task. And we shop these if you're going for trim or just in general if you are thinking about going for it. And even if you're not thinking about going for it, trust me, it's worth getting the souls in case you actually go for trim cape. But what are actually good, bad, and preferred tasks? Well, there's a lot of good tasks, actually. So things like Aberrant Spectres are really quick. I think they're like a 5-minute task. Same with the Zammer Giggle or whatever the guy is called. Pretty much a guy from the quest, like the Majorat, right? He gives you a Zammer Giggle creatures task, which pretty much allows you to do like the highest ones, like all the new creatures pretty much. I did the Skellies because you can cannon them. They're very easy. You can AFK them. They're quite quick. So that was my thing. But if you want to go for greater Sonic Wave, do the Ghosts or the Knights in the temple itself. But I didn't care for it. So that's what I did. AVNCs are quite quick. They're okay. They're not great. But yet again, you can't skip. So focus on them. Dragons, go to Blue Dragons in the Resource Dungeon. Very quick to do. Dark Beasts, Temple of Light. Just set up your cannon. AFK there for a couple of minutes and you're done. Demons, go to Abyssal Demons. Obviously, if you have an Abyssal Demon task, same thing. Go to the Wilderness, second teleport. Ghost, I did Banshees because there's more grouped together and it makes it quicker. Because all the other ghosts are quite spread apart. I did them in the Slayer Tower, so it's quite quick with a Aggression Potion. Greater plus Lesser Demons. Greater Demons in the 4-3 dungeon in the Wilderness. You can get there via your Wilderness Sword. The Lesser Demons in the Karamja dungeon, which you can get to with your Karamja teleport on your Dungeoneering Cape. Hellhounds in the Tavoli dungeon. Yet again, use your Dungeoneering Cape. Very quick, especially with cannons. Calphites, go to the Calphite King lair and do the exiled ones. They're very quick to kill. There are a lot of them. They respawn quite quickly and it's very nice to do. Skeletons, go to the Lumbridge Crypts to do them. You can literally do that task in like 1 minute or 1.5 minutes. Ridiculously quick. Same with that task. Go to those skeletons. Zombies. Well, just go to the Graveyard of Shadows, I believe. That's the quickest one. If anyone knows a quicker one, let me know in the comment section down below. But that, to me, seems like the best one to do. However, I don't think it's actually a really good task because they spawn really slowly and they're quite spread apart. When it comes to a prefer list, however, Skeletons, as I said, they're really quick and they're in the Lumbridge Crypts. Same with Undead Creatures. Prefer them as well, so you get more of them. Zombies, it's optional. As I said, they're spread out and they are low level, they're quite quick, but it's not perfect, right? Like, it's not a great task. Greater / lesser demons are good to prefer. Yet again, all of this, it's just kind of like personal preference of what you find nice to do and that you like doing compared to like what is actually the best, because all of these tasks are pretty much the same length. I mean, greater and lesser demons are a little bit more quick, but obviously there are not that many 2-minute tasks to do like demons, which you should prefer for sure. Same with the Abbey demons, because it's at the teleport of the teleporters in the Wilderness. Go, same thing. It's one of the things like zombies. Do you really want to prefer them? Yes or no? I did, and I just did Banshees because it's decently quick. Dagonoths are quick and Calphites are quick as well. I did the Dagonoths in the Lighthouse, by the way. So when it comes to block tasks or bat tasks in general, is Ripper, Wyverns, Camel Warriors, and Mammoths. Block them if you get unlucky, which I did, where I had to choose between a Ripper and a Camel Warriors task. Do them if you're on a high streak when it comes to not skipping tasks. But if you are not on a high streak for skipping tasks, like for example, I had that task, thankfully, I think 1 or 2 tasks after I got my special challenge. So I decided to skip it and start over because they're not terrible to do when you're just training Slayer, but if you want to try and knock this out as quickly as possible, then it's definitely not the one to do. But yeah, put them on your block list for now, especially if you have a lot of spare points, because then you don't have to worry about it. I also put things like Black Demons and tasks like that on my block list as well. So yeah, just figure out the tasks that are just long, put them on your block list, and the things that are quick, put them on your prefer list. That's pretty much what you need to do. And that's everything for this guide. I really hope that you thought it was useful. If you did think so, consider giving it a like. Join in the discussion in the comment section down below. Let me know what you thought of this requirement. If you need any tips or tricks, let me know other things you want to hear as well, like other guides or tips and tricks videos. Subscribe if you're new. And my name's Chevalric. See you guys in my next video. Goodbye.